So today we are going to learn the next classification of figure of speech, that is imagination. Imagination means thinking. So what are the words that today you will learn? First one is personification, second one is pathetic fallacy, third one is vision, fourth one is apostrophe, and the last one is the hyperbole. What is personification? Personification, it gives the quality of a person to an animal, an object or an idea. Always remember, these human emotions which are attributed to non-human things which can be natural or artificial. For an example, the moon was resting in the midnight sky. Here, resting word is personified because resting word we mainly use for human being. So moon cannot rest. So this is a personification. The flowers are begging for water. Here begging word is personified with the flower. Flower can beg for water. No. Examination is knocking at the door. Can examination come from your school and knock at your door? No. So examination is knocking at the door is also an personification. Then you say the sun was walking slowly. This walking word is mainly used for human beings or living things which can walk. So sun is a natural thing. Next one is pathetic fallacy. Now what is pathetic fallacy? It gives an emotions, or you can say human emotions, to non-human things that found in nature. It usually describes the environment. Do you know why? Because writer wants to reflect his inner feelings in the environment or the nature around him. Always remember, pathetic fallacy always attributed human emotions to non-human things which we find in the nature. Example, you see the raindrops wept around him. Here wept is mainly connected with the human emotions. So the poet is comparing the raindrops to tears. As to him, the dark sky seems very sad. Understood? Then the next example, if you see, I wandered lonely as a cloud, written by William Wordsworth. It's a lyrical poem, you can say. Here I wandered lonely as a cloud. Here as the cloud alone moved from here and there, I also wandering from here and there. That also alone. Now see some example. Angry clouds, confused stars. These are all coming under pathetic fallacy. Next one is vision. This vision word is very familiar to you all because this happened mainly in our daily life. So let us explain. It is a figure in which what is seen is actually unseen. Suppose you are walking on the street and in the dark area you seen someone is standing over there. Then your friend who is accompanying you, you called him and said, see, look at that place, someone is standing there, no? But it is invisible to him. This can be treated as an example of vision. It actually represents the past or the future incident in front of anyone or someone, but actually it is not happening. Here in this vision, it represents dead person who is alive. Even inanimate object or abstract ideas are also presented in such a way that they act like human. You see the example, no? In Macbeth, written by William Shakespeare, in one of the scene where Macbeth is saying, is this a dagger which I see before me, the handle towards my hand? Okay, it is invisible but he can see. Hark, the question of despair, where is my child? An echo answer, where? So it is also an invisible one. Okay, so these are the examples of visions and there are many more. Next one is hyperbole. Now what is hyperbole? Hyperbole is a statement where we actually exaggerate or we enhance the statement in order to express strong emotions, to make a point or to evoke humor. To understand nicely, look at the example. She cried so long that she made a lake. So how the lake looks? Lake with full of water, right? So if a girl cry, for so long, can she make a lake because of tears? No, right? So this is one kind of exaggeration or an example of hyperbole. Next you see the whole world was staring at me. So whole world signify people of the world. That means all the people in the world looking at you. Is it possible? No, right? So this is also an example of hyperbole. He is older than the hills. Hills can be compared with the hills with a man. No, never. Because hills are formed long millions of years ago. So we cannot even compare the age of the hills with the man. So this is also one kind of exaggeration. Right? I hope you have understood. Now, the last one under the classification of figure of imagination, that is apostrophe. Now, what is an apostrophe? Apostrophe is a direct address to the dead, to the absent, or a personified object or idea. It is very easy to identify within the sentence or in the lines of the poem because a punctuation mark is used primarily to show possessions or ownership of something or someone, or used to address which may be absent or dead. If you see the example, you will understand. Oh, wild west wind. This is a poem of P.B. Shelley, Ode to the West Wind, where poet is addressing to the wind which signifies autumn, which is coming now, and there will be a great change in the natural world because throughout the poem, the poet wants a reform in the society. Next example you see, O world, O life, O time, on whose steps I climb. Here in this, poet addressing to the world, life and time, that the world is now without joy, as his life is without happiness and his time is without pleasure for him. So I hope you understand this apostrophe.